Welcome back to whatever this is. My name is Kaysa. I'm online, and today I'm talking about The Conjuring. And yes, I am wearing the same hoodie. Thank you for noticing. It's nice and neon pink. I love it. The Conjuring. Oh, I was just about to say that I saw The Conjuring, but I definitely did it. I saw The Conjuring 2. But it's like the same premise, right? Conjuring 1, 2, it's pretty much the same thing. Definitely seen The Conjuring 2, so I definitely got an idea of what's going on here. Of course, we're going to read a synopsis for those who may not know it. I believe it's also based on true story stuff because they all are. That's the real horror of knowing that humans will just do this, or demons, or ghosts, or whatever. Them too. The Conjuring came out in 2013. Here we are in the big three according to Rotten Tomatoes list. The Conjuring takes a spot at the third for their effective use of, probably says, jump scare. So that's super cool. In 1970, paranormal investigators and demonologist Lorraine Vera Farmiga and Ed Patrick Wilson Warren are summoned to the home of Carolyn Lily Taylor and Roger Ron Livingston Perrin. The Perrins and their 5 daughters have recently moved into a secluded farmhouse where a supernatural presence has made itself known. Though the manifestations are relatively benign at first, events soon escalate in the horrifying fashion, especially after the Warrens discover the house's macabre history. I don't fully understand or know the definition of macabre. Seeing that word used so many times, and I'm being stubborn to not look it up. I have the internet in front of me. I have a dictionary up there. I'm gonna force myself to learn the word through context clues. The Conjuring essentially is just like weird stuff happens around the house that you can't explain. Now in The Conjuring 2, sorry to spoil things for you, but it was like about a demon that came out, and apparently the demon was haunting the house, or the girl in this case. I am not sure what you would do against a demon that it won't already just do to you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Realistically, yes, we can just say, you're losing. It's a demon. And I say this because demons, based on their lore, have been around for a pretty long time and probably were like in a place that's slightly unpleasant for most, either administering or receiving unpleasantries, if you know what I'm saying. So I just don't think a demon will care what you think you can do. Now, I think the point is that you gotta figure out how to get the demon to go away. But the thing I wonder about oftentimes is, how did the demon get there? Like, was it by chance? Did they just feel like it? When and how are people getting possessed or haunted? Like, what did you do? Sometimes it's the house, they say, though. Sometimes it's just the place. And so the first step is to never move there. 1970. So any houses are not newly built, just don't live there. Okay, that's your first task. I know construction of modern day homes are just not the same. I understand. I like architecture. I know. I also like not being haunted by demons. And if I am, I like not knowing that. If you are determined to live in an older house, you need to purify that before you move in. Why aren't we doing that? We have all these different superstitions and all these religious practices and all these different things you want to do, but no one's actually trying to purify anything before you go in. And don't tell me that's witchcraft. Priests, exorcists, do it all the time. They do it all the time. Purifying. What do you think holy water is? It's a form of purifying your spirit, okay? Flood your house with holy water. Okay, it should be mandated. Every single house you move into, you gotta like spray it down with like a power wash, power wash gun, fill it up with some holy water, and just spray your whole house. Clean it too. Spray your whole house inside and out, upstairs and down, crawl space, attics and everything, in between the floorboards, in between the walls, all the crevices. Power wash your house with holy water. I know another thing that is useful is, this might be like considerably witchcraft, but again, it's better safe than not, dealing with a demon. Not great, but another thing that you can probably do is like get some sage and Palo Santo, right? So we all know, burning sage gets rid of stuff. Apparently, Palo Santo, if you burn that, brings in good vibes. And that's what you want, good vibes. Unless you have a demon that has good vibes, you want to bring in good vibes. You know what I'm saying? The next step would probably be There's definitely a third thing you got to do, because there's things and threes and chanting and all that stuff. I was gonna say maybe chanting, but then again, like, what would you chant? You know what I'm saying? What is something a demon just does not like? They don't like Latin, I don't think. So get you a Bible and just learn Latin. Bring Latin back. That's what the next step. We as a country, if we are going to turn out and be the religious, God-fearing Christians that we are, we need to learn Latin. We need to learn Latin. So bring back Latin. Everyone must become fluent. That needs to be the new mandated language. English is out. Latin is back in. That is my Roman Empire. We need to bring back Latin so we can get rid of these demons, okay? So we need to power wash our homes with holy water, okay? That's a whole new industry right there. That's probably a lot of money, I'm just saying. And then we need to smoke the homes, okay? Okay, and again, we're bringing jobs. We're bringing back jobs, by the way. Bringing back jobs like they're gone. We're bringing in more job opportunities. And then we gotta learn Latin. Mandate Latin. Everyone in this country now needs to know Latin. That's how you realistically solve the problem of the Conjuring. Obviously. Or like just burn down the house. You could do that too. I guess that requires a less work. I don't know if that will cause insurance fraud or anything, so that you might want to look into that. I wouldn't recommend it, because then you'd have to again find another house, and that kind of sucks. In the comments below, let me know, what do you think? Like, comment, subscribe, just let me know. It sounds like a good plan to me. Power wash, holy water, smoke out the house. Maybe if you're into it, throw some salt. If that's what you're into. Some people have superstition about that though, so that's neither here or there. Some people say if you throw drop salt, you got to throw salt over your shoulder. There's some nuances there, so we're not going to rely on that entirely. And I think salt is mainly for ghosts, if I remember correctly, but I'm just saying. And then lastly, learn Latin, obviously, so you can just chant the demon to go away. All right, I will see you guys in the next one. I appreciate you. Yeah. Bye bye.